Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shit. I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing amazing. Now, I want to make this video because, I'm exhausted. Okay. The sisterhood exhausts me. Women deciding that they want to have full control and want things the way they want them to be, even though you have no power and you have no control, and the misery is causing. Okay. And this video is about the decenter men movement. It's a scam. It's impossible for women to decenter men. And we're going to talk about the effect it has on them. When you have a woman who is not getting any adoration, no attention, no validation from men, she becomes dangerous. Okay. The level of envy, jealousy, self-hatred, and vitriol that come from her, in my opinion, it creates a certain level of psychosis, just like men that never get no respect and never get no intimacy from women. Those are the ones that's going to shoot up the school. Those are the ones going to be a menace to society. Women who do not get adored by men are just as much as a menace. And they go around doing emotional mass shootings, if you will, because they're absolutely miserable. And instead of women to give up dying on their hill and realize that we just need reform in the way we do things. We misuse the term pick me. You call women who don't hate men pick me's, that you have women that live with men, have kids with them, giving it to them day and night, cleaning, cooking, doing all that as a girlfriend. Okay. You have women every day who are proactively offering themselves to men on an intimate basis, on a casual terms. Okay, that's the real problem here. And I ran across this TikTok of this woman, and she's one of the only women I've seen that is finally being honest about the decentering men movement. Okay. Now, if you're on my Patreon, I have a women's only Patreon, and it is a tribe of women who are solution oriented, a tribe of women who don't mind discipline, don't mind doing the work. A big part of why women are not progressing is because you're afraid to earn things. You're afraid to deny yourself things. You're afraid of discipline. You're lazy. And anytime someone tell you have to earn something or work for it, you just rebuke it instead of buckling down, being a big girl and doing what you got to do. So I have a group of women and we are a great support to each other. I have exclusive content that I post just for the group. We have movie nights, we have outings, we have a group chat, and it is a great environment to put yourself in if you're trying to look good. Okay. If you're tired of being mean and ugly and complaining, not getting no solutions, come to death row. Now it is death row. So if you want to go somewhere where everyone tell you that you're so great and you deserve everything because you're breathing air, do not come to my Patreon. You're going to get your feelings hurt, honey. We over there putting in the work. All right. So I will put the link to that in the description. I also get ready on live for my content. So if you like today's makeup look, which ladies, get into this beat, honey. It's giving. Okay. If you like the makeup look, I don't gatekeep anything, and I get ready for all of my content and execute all my looks on the live and the Patreon. So it's the best $10 a month you'll spend. Also, if you've been wondering where I am with my live content, I have a separate new Patreon that is called 6 at 6, where you can see my weekly live show, 6 at 6 Live, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And I, cover different topics, and it's live interactive. So if you've been wondering where my live streams have been, they are in my Patreon. And that Patreon is for everyone. It's for men and women. The women's only Patreon also includes the weekly 6 at 6. So you don't need both if you're a lady. Okay. I have the links to that below. So now I'm going to start playing this video, and we're going to go ahead and talk about why the decentering men movement is a scam. All right.
From when they say to decenter. Trust me when I say this. I know where the girls are coming from when they say to decenter men, and that men fuck corpses, and that you shouldn't put any value into what men think of you or how they treat you because they're dog shit most of the time. Okay? I get that and I understand it. The problem I have is, as a straight heterosexual woman who's attracted to straight heterosexual men and would like to experience a romantic heterosexual relationship with a man, but has never had the opportunity to do so, it makes it hard to really accomplish that. And on top of that, I am force fed content on and offline on a daily basis, seeing women who are truly valued and treated well by the men in their lives. And that makes me physically ill some of the time. Like having content shoved down my throat of how some women are treated by the men in their lives and how valued they actually are, and knowing that no man in my life has ever actually liked me, like at all.
All right. I see a lot of women, the biggest mistake they make is they always have a question of, can I get this kind of person? Can I get a man to do this? How do I get a guy to do this? How would I get? You never have to ask that as a woman. You are not the hunter, you are the huntee. Whatever you're getting, whatever's approaching you, whatever it is, especially up until, if you're 30, I would say if you're over 25, you're over 25, 9 times out of 10, whatever you have consistently gotten, that is what you qualify for. You never have to wonder what you qualify for. Whatever is coming your way is what you qualify for. This woman, we don't know how old she is, because them folks, we don't know this woman, we don't know how old this woman is, but she looked like she at least 25. Okay. So if you're 25 and no man has ever liked you, it is time to put your ego aside. It's time to put your fragility aside and know it's you. You are the problem. As a woman, you really should have to beat them off with a stick. If your reality is no man like you ever, no man stick around ever, no man value you ever, it's very important to go ahead and swallow your pride and realize it's you. It could be many things. It could be the looks. It could be your smell. It could be a jarring personality. It could be the pure reeking of desperation. But whatever it is, you need to know, and you need to be open to fixing it. Okay, this was a grown adult woman saying she ain't never had no man like her or value her. Okay, that's serious. And when that happens, you cannot be trusted no more. It is not time. We don't want to hear no more about how you think it should be. It's time for reform. Okay. Men are the hunter. If they're not hunting you, it's time to go back to the drawing board, baby. Recalibrate. Let's continue.
And has never valued me literally at all. It kind of does something to the psyche and your self-worth and your self-esteem, no matter how much self-confidence you have.
Period. Okay. Period. Point blank. Period. Men validate womanhood. Without men, womanhood doesn't exist. Without masculinity, femininity is not even a thing. Okay. We were put on this earth to help a man, to support a man. Okay. It's in your genetic makeup. You cannot change it. If you try to change it, essentially you're playing God, you're fighting against God, which in my opinion will always lead to a level of psychosis. And she's admitting it. She's saying it's affecting her mental health. Having no man check for you, no man do nice things for you, no man adore you is taxing, because it goes against the reason why you're here. It's like getting a job and then you show up and you're just standing there like, hey, what do I do? And everyone just moving around you. Oh, what did I get hired here for then? Okay. You cannot fight what you're put on here to do. And I'm glad women are starting to be honest, like, it's taxing on my mental health to be a grown adult woman and no man is checking for me.
And my self-confidence and my journey with that has been a journey, and I'm the most confident I've ever been in my life. So I don't really put up or accept men who treat me like dog shit anymore. But then that just leaves me having no interactions with men at all. I don't think people.
Her only option is to deal with men who are terrible. She's saying that she's tired of being treated like dog poo-poo by men. And that when she raised her standard and decided that she didn't want to get treated like dog poo-poo, that meant that there were no men available. So that means that healthy men are not attracted to her. You got to pay attention. Too many times you as a woman in your natural ain't shit abilities and tendencies, you don't think about reciprocity. Okay, as the woman, you're the receiver. So it's so easy to get caught up in, well, this is what I want. I want this, and I want this, reaction, or I want this result. And a lot of women don't know how to take a step back and figure out what it looked like to that other person. What are you giving them? Okay. And when every man that come across your path is breadcrumbing you and treating you terribly, at some point you're going to have to accept that you don't have anything to give back to healthy men. Healthy men are avoiding you like the plague because they know their worth. And she's going to tell on herself a little more as this continues. So let's pray.
Will really understand it unless they've been in this exact position themselves. And also the fact that my connection has to come from friends and family, whereas those friends and family already have partners, and then they get their connection from them, and then I get the leftovers, and that feels really fucking good. Also, literally no amount of self-love will replace what a romantic relationship can do for people.
Well, that was a bar if I've ever heard it. It's the honesty for me. Thank you. Okay. Now, in my Patreon, we talked about the decentering men movement. And I said, listen, don't waste your time trying to decenter men. It's going to cause you psychosis. As opposed to decentering men, as opposed to what you do is accept them for who they are. Don't decenter them. You have a man in your life to bring in what only a man can. You don't decenter men. You stop trying to make men be something they're not to you. Don't decenter them. Instead, you have a man in your life in a healthy way to serve his purpose. We talked in the Patreon. A lot of women, you want your man to be everything for you. Your therapist, your financial advisor, your concubine, your spiritual advisor, your comfort, your consort. He got to be everything. This man is not a therapist or a CPA. So I say, don't, this whole decenter man is ridiculous. What women need to do instead is to begin to view a man as a man. Stop putting expectations on him to pretty much be a woman with a haircut. And you can self-love all day. Okay, you can self-love all night. But that bar was no amount of self-love and self-confidence can replace human companionship, which we're designed to have as people, especially as women. Time to be honest.
That's an inconvenient, sad truth that I feel like no one on this app really wants to accept.
And why not? You know what I mean? And this is what I mean by the laziness of women. It's okay. This is what I want. What I want requires this of me. But whenever someone has a standard or requirement for me, I tell them patriarchy, misogyny, feminine, stop. Just stop. Okay? It is okay to say, if this is what I want, I should not have a problem doing what is needed to happen to get that. That's how it's supposed to go. But instead, the women will just continue on this tirade of acting as though a healthy relationship with a man is not necessary, as opposed to saying, we need some rules and standards. We need to follow the rules to get what we want. We may have to actually say no to ourselves, have discipline, deny ourselves, suffer, sacrifice in some way, shape, or form to get what we want. But we ain't going to do that. Instead, we will all just stick together and keep the sisterhood up with this lie that we don't need men and we're decentering them. Okay? Anything but having to follow a rule or a standard, right?
They just want to shove self-love down your fucking throat and individualism down your throat until you are so sick and tired of it that you come on this app like I'm doing right now and ranting about it. I just would love for a man to see me as the person that I really am, rather than what I can provide for him.
And this is part of the problem, okay? What she said right there is very important. All right. I want a man to want me for me, as opposed to what I can provide for him. That right there is what's messing a lot of women up. Okay. Now you have people speaking about the elements of the emotions that men are able to feel. Okay. Men, just like women, yes. Okay. They love when there's trust. Okay. Trust, a part of that is what? Support, knowing you have my back. A part of trust is knowing how you contribute to me too. All right. So the idea that a man should love you just because you're breathing and just take you as you are is delusional, because we as women don't even do that. Anytime you really ask someone why they love someone, is especially outside their family, they will list the ways that person makes them feel. They'll list the things that person does for them, the way that person does for others. No one really loves someone just for being who they are. Okay. Everyone loves someone based upon their action or benefit. Everyone. To sit and continue to fight as women to say, I should show up however I am, no matter how crappy, and the man should love me is very selfish and rude. And actually show that you're not as good a person as you think you are. Because if you were, you would not want to just come in somewhere and take, and never think about how you can give. And giving as a woman does not mean monetary. All right. So this woman's complex is she wants someone to accept her as she is. Okay. She does not want a man to love her because of what she can do for him, which that means you're never going to have love. Healthy, competent women don't have a problem with a man loving them based upon what she does for him. She don't have a problem with him loving her because she make him feel good, because she's pretty, because she's charming, because she makes him happy, because she take care of him. She don't have a problem with it. Who cares? You should never have a problem with a man loving you based upon what you're doing for him, unless it's financial. Okay, that's when things go left. Okay, but contributing your womanly qualities towards a man and him wanting you around because of how you support, how you help, how you inspire, there's nothing wrong with that. What's what you need to do instead? Destigmatize doing something for a man. Destigmatize being a benefit to a man. You don't want to be a benefit to him. He's not going to love you the same way you wouldn't love no man ain't no benefit to you. If you love a man, it had to be based on how he's treating you or what he has or resources, or he have to do something, right? You know, who the hell want to just sit there like a lump on a log talking about love me for who I am? Who are you? And what makes you so special?
Because I realize that's why a lot of women are in romantic relationships and partnerships with men, is that they have this currency that they can provide for men, this social status. And because I'm not skinny, I can't give that to them. So they...
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't see, why do y'all fight this so much? Yes. Okay, and I spoke about this before. I said, you know, you have these big girls complaining about how they never got taken on a date. No one ever take them somewhere. Men are always trying to get something out of them. And I tried to explain, men don't take women out to do nice things for them just because they woke up in the morning and decide they were so good of a person. Okay, men, just like every other human, yes, the things that he does for you, it should benefit him as well. Okay. Sometimes we have things as people that we do where it's just for someone else and we have no benefit at all. And that's a here and there type of thing. But typically, yes, he's taking you out for the nice dinner, taking you out for a nice time. Number one, because he want to eat too. And number two, he doesn't mind paying and putting forth this effort. Yes, because being seen with you, being out with you, these are things he already wants to do. And it's so much nicer to do it with nice, pretty, feminine companionship. What's wrong with that? So when the girls are ugly and big, talk about men don't take me nowhere. Yeah, because he gets nothing out of it. Because you're so delusional as to think that you just want people to do things for you and you don't give nothing back. Yes, men take you out and do nice things for you, partially because it makes them look good too. It makes them feel good. Makes them look good to their peers, makes them feel good within themselves. So yeah, he don't mind paying that money, taking you out for somewhere nice because you're pleasant, you're beautiful. The vibes are vibing. It's give and take. So now she's picking up on, oh, well, because I'm not skinny, which I hate when women say that. Well, I can't be skinny. Honey, stop. Stop. Skinny does not equate to healthy. I wish we would change the wording on that and simply refer to it as a healthy weight. A healthy weight that worked for you. Okay. If I'm 6 foot tall and I weigh 165 pounds, it is totally different than if I was 5 foot tall and weighed 165 pounds, right? So that's why I don't focus on skinny and a weight. The weight don't matter. If someone heard my weight, they would think I was obese, but I'm clearly not obese. Okay, so so you want to be skinny is a defeatist term that women use to never have to do the work to drop that weight. If I was skinny, no, if you just did not have excess fat surrounding your organs. If you are a healthy weight that works for you, according to your size, your height, that's what it's about. That's like saying, well, I ain't going to work because I ain't going to be a millionaire. You're not going to be a millionaire, okay? But you need to go to work and make some money and take care of yourself. Be like, well, I'm not skinny. Stop. Most women are not going to be skinny. But you also ain't got to be obese. All right. So now she's depressed because she refuses to work on herself. And she instead wants men to do nice things for her with nothing in return. She is fighting that men love women that do something for them. Why? How is that working out for you? Not well.
They don't take the time to see me as a real person and to get to know me as a real person. If I were to
because they don't care. And the only man that will do that is the male version of yourself. Okay. A lot of women don't want to be with the male version of themselves. All you got to do is picture yourself with a short haircut and a beard. And whatever that guy looks like, that needs to be what you are willing to accept as a woman. So for this girl, I'm sure this girl, her guy works at GameStop. Okay, I'm gonna tell you who her guy is. Her guy work at GameStop. Her guy looks just like her. He's big, he's pasty, he's ginger, he's super nerdy. He goes to Comic-Con every year. He drives a Fiat. All right. He doesn't watch any sports. He's seen all Lord of the Rings. That's what her guy looks like. Okay, he showers every other day. He's kind of chippy, smelling a little bit, but that's her guy. Probably was in band in high school. That's her guy. But I guarantee you that when the male version of her approaches her, that's not an option for her. Okay. And so it's like, sis, make it make sense, boo.
Lose 150 pounds, then they would actually get to see me as a real person.
Absolutely. You know why? Because I never heard no man be like, damn, bruh, look at her over there. Look at that personality, bruh. Oh my, damn. What? So you know when you're in public, men like signal each other when a baddie walk by. Okay, men nudge each other and tap each other and give eye contact whenever a baddie is in their environment. Okay, but they're not doing that, saying, bro, look, 3 o'clock. Look at that personality over there. Look. Whoa, look, damn, that personality right there. Ooh, no, they don't care. All right, all people like aesthetically pleasing things, even kids. Kids will walk right up to you and tell you fat and ugly. They know. Okay, and so we act like pretty is in the eye of the beholder. No, it ain't. Okay, it's absolutely not. So how are men supposed to know how great you are of a person, even though you're not? How are they supposed to know that if you big, with no makeup on, with straight, lifeless hair, ginger hair, pasty? How are they supposed to know? They don't care. I wish y'all to realize healthy men that got something to lose, have something to contribute, they cannot be with hideous women. They can't do it. They've worked too hard to get to where they're at. Okay. Only insecure men get with ugly girls. Man got to be very insecure, the type of man who don't want a threat with his woman. Okay. You have some men, they don't like other men trying to get their women. So they'll get with ugly girls because it's safer. So they think, even though the ugly girl be the main one that's gonna cheat, the first man that pay her any attention, she going for it because she ain't used to having to tell no man no. A girl like her, if she do get a man, she'll cheat. Okay. This a man will wife a girl like this thinking, oh, okay, well, I'll get with her because nobody else want her. Girl, this will be the main one that'll be have her feet to the ceiling the minute a man apply any kind of consistent pressure, because she ain't never known how to tell no man no. All right, let's just start there. But why fight it? Okay, why you want to just be ugly and be big and then be mad because men don't want to get to know you? Of course they don't, because what's in it for them? Now they over here talking to the ugly girl, making them look lame. Okay, taken away from their social status. The only guy that would be with you is the guy that looked like you. Okay, the fat nerdy guy that work at GameStop. But I guarantee you ain't trying to holler at him. Okay, let's continue.
And they would get to know me as the person. But guess what? I'd be still the same fucking person. I'm still me. I wouldn't fucking change. Only my body would. But then,
honey, looks ain't everything, but they the first thing. Baby, if, as a woman, if you ain't got the looks, I'm going to be so real with you. Everything else don't matter. Okay? And all the men you do see with ugly girls and big girls, that burner account they got on their Instagram tells all. Okay. So now this is where women are getting the psychosis in her mind. Well, so now you're saying if I lost weight, that then you'd like me, but I'd still be the same person. No, you wouldn't. Then you'd be snatched. Okay. No, you would not be the same person because your personality would change. I guarantee you it would, because right now your personality is probably negatively affected because no men are checking for you. So there's going to be a level of desperation and and entitlement, a certain level of, it just reeks from your pores. And I guarantee you that if you did not have that scarcity, desperate energy, your personality would be different. So you actually would not be the same person if you took more pride in how you looked, because this woman looks at least 300 pounds. Okay. You know, a woman is big when she can't even fit in the frame. When them shoulders are out the frame, that equals at least 300 pounds. So if you think that you'd be the same person at 300 pounds as you would be at 150 pounds, you've never been 150 pounds. Your bigness, your look affects your personality as a woman. Because if you notice, mostly like women who look better, and get good men in their life, they tend to be nicer to be around. They don't have a disdain. Okay, they tend to not be hating. They're having their way with it. When girls like this, that's big, ain't no man checking for them, I'm telling y'all may not see it, but it does affect y'all personality. It affects your whole energy. All right. But this is where women are getting frustrated. They really want men to love them for them. Men are never going to love you for you. And you ain't never going to love no man for him. If you love him, it will be based upon how he acts, how he provides, how he protects. Period. Why can't a man get the same thing? Okay. You ain't loving him. If that's the case, lady, get with a man that's homeless. Period. I don't know why we don't get this. Girls like her need to get a homeless man. Okay. If you're 25, 30, ain't no man check for you, valued you, and all that matters is the inside, go get a man that's homeless with a great personality. Period. That way, none of y'all owe each other anything. Okay. He just happy to have a place to stay. Those are the only men who don't care about how you look, is homeless men. Okay. Because what he gets out of it is a warm bed and a hot meal. All right. So your best bet, go to the homeless shelter. If you don't want to lose, honestly, 200 pounds. Good Lord. If you don't want to lose 200 pounds, go to a homeless man. Okay. Since your personality is the only thing that matters, get a man with no home.
And automatically that gives them value. That gives them social currency. Even though I didn't change. In here, I didn't.
Yes, because nobody care about your personality. Yes. I don't get it. Men do not get money, get themselves together just to get with a woman that look like this, that will make them look broke. Why would a man be healthy, healed, be a good person, have money, have resources, and then go out in public with this? Why would he do that? So then pretty much everything he's worked to do would be reversed by being seen with her. He'd be mocked by his peers. And what y'all better realize is when men see another man with a woman like this, they lose respect for him. They automatically put him in a certain place like, oh, We know where he is. Okay. I don't get that. How do y'all not? I don't understand. No one knows your personality. When he's out and about and his peers see him with you, all they see is how you look. So it starts with the looks. Women say looks are not everything. Well, that's where it starts. Okay. The looks are not in place. Nothing else matters. Well, we understand.
Didn't change. Just my body did. And so many women do that. And they go through that just so that they are valued. And how fucking sad is that? How fucking sad is that?
No, how? So you're saying that it's sad that women want to be valued. And so they know that to be valued, they need to look good. And so them following the rules and doing what is expected of them to get what they want is sad. Women that actually follow the rules to get valued and then get valued, what a sad life to live. Okay, to me, a sad life to live is I know what needs to be done to be valued, but I'm too weak to do it. And so instead, I'll sit on social media and complain about how I still should be valued, even though I don't value myself. To me, that's sad. To me, this is sad. Being 25, 30 with no man ever checking for you, ever doing something nice for you is like, that's sad. Okay. Following the rules, not sad. No man checking for you and every man you come in contact with ghosting you and treat you like crap, sad. Couldn't be me, honey. I'm following the rules. Okay. Period. What do I want? This. All right. That's the rules to get it. Boom. Okay. Honey, I just.
But that's just how the world is. That's just, you got to play the game.
Yes. Now you're getting it. Yes. You got to play the game. Yes. And that's what life is. Listen to it. Listen to the stress it's causing. Like, well, that's just the way it is. Okay. Got to play the game. That's the way the world turns. Well, if you know that, why not just do it? Yes. You got to play the game. How it goes. Everyone does. No one's exempt. Okay. I don't. Help me understand.
Okay. Trust me when I say this. I know where the girls are coming from when they say to decenter men.
So, some of the let me read you some of the comments. Okay. It's amazing what happens when one woman come forward and tell the truth. The truth just starts to rain from a bunch of people. Okay. So there's other women and they're leaving content saying, I'm sick of I'm sick of being the confident and single friend. I want love. Another girl says, you're so right. As someone who mostly enjoys being single and has high standards, it's exhausting watching everyone else find that love when you can't. Okay. Another woman says, I have started thinking about the difference between platonic and romantic love lately. I have solid friends who love me, but I'm not their priority. You all are learning. The sisterhood, I don't need a man. I have friends, girl, that don't last you, but for so far, because the minute them friends get a man, honey, they out of there, they on to the next, they're going with their man. Okay. I've been told you be so worried about appeasing a woman. You are so worried about not being a pick-me for a man. You become pick-me for women who cannot protect, provide for you, and give you male companionship. So you're so worried about not giving a man what he wants because you're looking for favor from the women. And the women are learning you're looking for a favor from the women when the minute she get a man, a good man on her team, she is gone on you. Okay. The second that happens. And so now they're catching on. Okay. So the lesson here is don't fight where a battle does not exist. All right. It is not that serious. It is extremely controlling. And it is a complete ego move when you just refuse to follow the rules and do your job as a woman. Okay. There is nobody except for the sisterhood looking over your shoulder, telling you about, You shouldn't have to do nothing for no man. I want you to understand that human beings are never loyal to other humans. Human beings are loyal to their needs only. Once you look at men as human, you will no longer have a complex about appeasing them. You will look at them as beings who have the same rights as you do. No woman loves a man just because he exists. She loves him. It's either because of a lie he told, it's either because of how he treats her, it's something involved. Okay? Men are the same way. Men love through trust and self benefit. Okay? They are creatures wired to survive. You can continue to fight things all you want to, but energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred. So if you continue to fight this, all you do is just cause a conversion of confusion and resentment and desperation that just reeks from your spirit, which further pushes you away from getting what you want. You cannot decenter man. Okay. Instead, change your relationship with men. Even the girls in the comments, they doing too much talking about romance and love and romance and love. Life is about getting with someone that you can proactively get through life with first, and then love come with that. All right. You are put on this planet to serve a man. You're put on this planet to help and support men. It's not your job to police men in totality. It's your job to worry about your guy. If you don't like what the male version of yourself looks like, change the version of what you look like right now. Okay, and that's how it goes. Decentering men is a scam. It's going to continue to cause more psychosis in women. Smart women will jump ship from that movement and become more accepting of where we are and act accordingly. Okay. This woman right here, honey, I hope that you stop trying to redesign the male psyche. And I hope that you just fall in line, follow the rules, and do what you need to do. And if you're a woman who does not do what she needs to do, then you cannot hate on and get mad and feel some way when you see women getting what they want. Don't let that turn you into a hating ass bitch. That's what happens with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all just turn to hating bitches when all them men sleep with you to never call you again. All right. So rise above and transcend. I really want to get y'all thoughts on this video in the comments. Okay. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all on the next one.